think that may have flicked off then. I hope not. Hello. Oh, someone's joining me. Hi, Maxine. Right, let's see. Just 1 second. Hi, Christine. Just 1 sec. Just going to close that door too. Hi, Philippa. I had to tidy up. My ironing board was over there and I thought I'd better move that. It might look like I was doing housework. Hi, Elaine. There's Isabel. Oh, you know what I've forgotten, don't you? Well, while you're all just joining, hi, Sue. I'm just going to get my glasses. Perfect. Hi, Catherine. Nice of you all to join me. Welcome to Julie Hickey Designs. And tonight you've got me. So we're going to be creating, I'm going to do a big card because I like making big cards. And although I'm using quite small stamps, I think they lend themselves beautifully to a big card as well. So very versatile. Hi, Wendy. Oh, that's brilliant. Lots of you joining. There she is. Hello, Julie. And Adrene. Brilliant. Okay. Well, I'm going to flip the camera in a minute. Hi, hello, Mum. Hi, Brian. I'm going to flip the camera and I can't show you what we're making because I haven't got it. So I'm kind of going from memory and we'll get somewhere near it, I'm sure. Just, I have cut a few things out just ready. So I'm going to move them to the side. Okay, so let's see if I can get this in the right position for us. And let's put the stamps there so you've got something to look at whilst I do it. Flip view, just get a quick view of the garden while I'm doing it. I might have to move this over just because that's in a different position. There. So, these are the two sets I'm going to be using, which is your Christmas Elements and your Christmas and More. But I'm also going to throw in a few bits from my collection as well. And we're going to use some glosses. And I'm just going to use, because I quite like doing this, one ink colour. I'm going to use Broken China. And I have bought in a watercolour pen. This is a Studio Light one of the Giannini's markers from the floral set. But the colour matched pretty well. So I might do it with oxides, I might do it with the pen. We'll see how we go. So I've got myself a water brush. Got everything I need. Let's see how we're doing. Once I start demoing, I won't be able to answer questions because the camera's kind of above my head. Chris, my order is arriving tomorrow. Fabulous, Christine. You will love it when it arrives. Just check. Latest masterpiece. Okay, right. I'm going to start because what will happen is we'll lose light and I'm just going to... Is that better or worse? That might be okay. We'll see. Yeah, well, I've had a thumbs up, so it must be fine. Okay, so to start off with, what we're going to do, I'm going to make myself a card blank from A4 sheets of white card. So I'm going to take one piece, pop it onto my board, and I'm just going to score this at 21 centimetres. And this is going to give me like a proper old-fashioned 8x8 card blank, but it's going to be 21 centimetres square. So it'll go in one of your 8x8 oversized envelopes. So that's going to be the front. And then with the second piece, I'm going to cut this off at 21, but I'm just going to go a little nobble under 21. And then I'm going to glue this panel here. And I'm going to line this up on here, give that a tap so it's all square, and pull this over. And then you can use a creaser just to make sure that that glue is all spread around. And that's going to give me my perfect 21 centimetre square card blank. On top of that, you're going to need a strip of black card. This is 10.5 centimetres by 21 centimetres. And then you'll need a piece of white to go on top of there, which will be 10 by 20.5 centimetres. I'm just going to lift that up a little bit. Okay, that's better. So that's the pieces that I need for that. That was another card blank that I cut, say, for a rainy day. And then, that's the bit that I cut off. I'm just going to move that to the side and grab myself some white card to stamp on. And I'm going to pick out a fabulous tag. I'm just going to pop that onto a little acrylic block and grab some black VersaFine. Do you know what? I'm going to tell you. Paul's just tapped on the window and held up a packet of chocolate-coated cookies and laughed. They're going to eat them while I'm doing this, and I'm not going to get one. Look at that. Love this little tag. So I'm going to stamp 5 of these out. They haven't got to be straight because I'm going to cut them out. Should just get one more in there. Okay, so there's my 5 tags. And then just give that a little wipe. I don't know why I laugh when I clean a stamp. I think it's because it's a rare thing. I'm going to pop that little snowflake on there. Oh no, shall I? No, I'll just have it ready. So to go on top of these tags, I want to create the word happy. And to do that, I'm going to go into my collection of stamps and let me pull it forward so you can see. Move my ink pad. So this set here, the square medley, there is some separate squares. I'm just going to measure. Yeah, it is that big one. I'm going to take this one off first. And then I'll be going through some of the different sizes as well. And we're just going to stamp down 5 of those. So H, A, P, P, Y. And I will clean these ones because they're all new in this folder. Because I have to have a set in the shop and a set here. Set specially for me. Now, was it this size? Yes. So I've gone to the next size down. And then I'm just going to kind of position and stamp to give a little border. And don't beat yourself up if they're not all straight. That one isn't. That will annoy me. I'm going to do another one. No, I don't need to because I have got some cut out. And then I could put another layer in if I wanted to. Or I could just go straight for the alphabet. I think I'm going to go straight for the alphabet. So I'm going to use my square alphabet medley and I'm going to grab the letters. So I'm going to start with my H. And then I'm going to position that roughly in the middle and stamp down. And then I'm going to go through all the letters to create the word happy. H, A, P. I don't think I'd be able to cope without these in the folder because I need to cross-reference to see where the letters are because it's hard to read a letter backwards. H-A-P-P, and the last one is Y. Still can't find it. There we go. There we go. And once you're happy with all of that, then you can cut them out. Now, because these have got a nice distressed edge, you really haven't got to be careful. And you will just go through, cut in. I don't usually cut with these scissors. Cut all of the letters out and then all of the tags out. Which will give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and H-A-P-P-Y. So now let's have a little look. I am going to see what it looks like with, in fact, I'm going to test it on this piece to see if I like it with the Distress Oxide. Oh, I wonder. Now, okay, I'm going to explain what my brain's thinking. So, when you use an oxide ink, it has got like a chalky residue in it. So if I was to come down and paint on here, I might lose some of the definition from the text. It isn't actually that bad, but I'm going to show you the difference because I've got some stamped here. So I'll just pop some ink down. I don't want to cover the whole thing, but I just want a kind of loose, like this kind of effect. So now let's put that next to a distress ink. And then okay, not that much different. And then let's have a little look. So that doesn't bleed out as well on there because I'm not on watercolour card, but I think I've made my decision. Yeah, I have. Right, I'm going to use oxide and then I'm going to use the pen for the other bit. So let's get rid of that. And then we will do these. So I need a bit more ink than that out. Catapulted. And I'm just going to give this a rough... Oh, do you know what? You see, every time I do it, I decide differently, don't I? Okay, what you can also do, if you don't like the painty kind of effect, you can blend. So I'm just going to get myself a foam pad. And we're just going to see the difference. You see, I like that. Okay. That one makes me happier. I'm going to go with the blend. I'm still going to use this one. Is it dry enough? Yeah. Okay, 2. I think it just gives a better blend in the middle there. I'm just going to see if I can multitask. Just flicking up to see if anything... That's okay, Linda. Enjoy me later. Well, no, that sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? I mean, watch back later. Nice juicy ink pad. There we go. So there's our little tags done. And then we're going to move in to our happy decisions. What am I going to do this time? I think I'm just going to go in and paint these down. Now, I could leave that like that, or I could just pop a little edge around there as well. And I think I'm going to just pop a little edge. I like using the square medley ones with it because it really extends the alphabet out and gives it a little bit of meat. Makes it more of a focal point as opposed to a smaller kind of effect. So. And because of the nature of the way that I drew these, it hasn't got to be perfect. You can just scoosh around. Scoosh, that's a new word. And then the last one. I've been making all day. I had to tidy up so to make a little bit of room. Okay, we've got our little word there and we've got our tags made, so that's those. Let's just clean this area up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in my heat mat. I'm going to go a bit closer. And I'm just going to bob some ink down. And we're going to spritz that. And now we're going to just smoosh this through. Just to get a little bit of, oh, look at that. Oh, that is lovely. I'm going to keep it like that. And I'm going to just see if I've got another little bit of card. Got some watercolour there. Just going to pick that up because I'll use that on a different card. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Pop that over there. I know that I've still got a little bit left there, but I'll survive. Okay, so we'll give that a little blast. Dry that off. I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit impatient when I dry things, so I tend to just mop puddles. I love that. Okay. So, which way up do I want it? I think there. Yeah, just going to give this a little bit of a rip down here. So on the top left, just a bit in, and then I'll do one. I'm not going to rip that one yet because I want to stamp the word Christmas along there, and I need to make sure I've left myself enough room. So just roll that back between your finger and your thumb. Looks like a little collar. Beautiful. And then you can kind of scruffy the corners up just by rolling them backwards and forwards. Gives you like a little curly effect. But again, I'm not going to do that one straight away. So let's have a little look at our word Christmas. Now, of course, you can do this in a stamping platform, and I might regret not doing it in a stamping platform. But I'm going to stamp Christmas in this bottom corner. Hopefully that I get it straight. That's sticking up. Yeah, like it. Okay, and then we'll pop that one back on its sheet. Okay, so let's have a little look at some detail in the background. I'm going to use this one. Where did I put my little block? I put it somewhere safe. I can't see it. I know it's staring me in the face. What am I like? Okay, so now I'm just going to pop down a few of these little squares in broken china. Just random. No pattern to it, she says. Oh, and then we'll pick up them fabulous little snowflakes. So these ones are from the little element set. And I'm going to do some of these in blue. Now, I like to stamp this in a specific way. So this line, to me, I have to have that straight. That's just a Hazelism. I wouldn't be able to sleep if I didn't. So just a few random blue ones around. You see a few. Look, I can't stop. Bearing in mind all my tags are going to be going across here. That'll be fine. And then I'm just going to introduce a little bit of black. So maybe there. And there. And there. I love them snowflakes too. Oh, I've paused because I'm reading comments now. You do? Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Philippa. It's just something, I don't know. Really enjoying this. Oh, thanks, Donna. Right, so I've got a couple there. Do I need one up here? Maybe a tiny bit. Let's uncurl that corner. Just pop a little bit in there. Okay, so now I can continue and roll this corner. And I've got my 4 roll corners, and then I can do a little rip on the bottom here. And it's off to that one, so it's quite pleasing to the eye. But there's the start of our card. Just going to clean that black off my stamp block. Okay, so now what shall I move to now? Let's have a look at the background of the card, I think. Oh, look at that. Nearly got it. Okay. So I'm going to move to one of the stencils. This is the hashtag backgrounds 2 from my collection, and I've got some stars there, and I'm going to use some of those randomly around, and I'm going to create kind of a swoosh from top right to bottom left. And it doesn't matter with these, I can live with myself if I go wonky, okay? And even if I overlap, but do you know what? Let's just stick to it. So I'm going to use a brush for this. Now I like to use a brush with a stencil. I wouldn't use a blending tool through a stencil because you don't get as crisp a design through it. So if I take that away, you've got nice crisp edges there. Whereas if I'd have gone through with my blender, it's softer. I'm going to lift that up so you can see. Can you see the difference? You've got these real crisp edges here as opposed to a softer edge here. So I'm just going to continue down. And again, a lot of this, well, you won't see it there, so I'm going to skip that one out. I'm going to bob a few down this corner here, and then maybe some over here. Because it's going to kind of, and if you're in doubt, put your bit of card through and just see. I mean, I might have it low, I might have it higher. I'm going to maybe go there. Like so. So have a little look and think, have I got enough? Do I want more? I know one thing I do want to do. I want to crisp these up. If I can get it. It was there, wasn't it? That's better. I can, yeah, happy with that. And then I'm going to add in a few of the black snowflakes to tie it in with our little topper. So I'm going to go off the edge. And then maybe sort of this diagonal tone. Have a little look where I'm coming. Yep, happy with that. And then maybe here. And look, I'm going to just tuck that there so it's kind of coming down. And then maybe I'll skip a little bit and just put some in that bottom corner there. Now, while I'm on this, I'm going to open up, because you know how I love to bring a little bit of the outside in. I'm going to pop some stars on. Like so. And then maybe there. That'll do that for now. Now, have we got, it's a Christmas card, it's a Christmas card. Okay, so this is from, this is wishing you the most wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. This was on my Christmas collection last year. Absolutely love this sentiment. A lot of you may have it. And I'm just going to pop that one in the middle. Like so. So that's our inside done. Just kept it simple. Oh my goodness. Oh, I pressed the button wrong. Bring this one in. Now let's have a little look. On this set also, we have a magical Christmas. And that should tuck in quite nicely there. So I'm going to stamp that one up. And just pop that one in. And then I think what we'll do, I know I didn't do this on my last one, but I'm going to do it on this one because I fancy it. One of them blue squares. First of all, I'm just going to pop a few squares in there. It just extends it out a bit more. And then, just checking that that won't go on the inside of the card. I'm actually going to pop a few squares on there as well. But I'm just going to have a little look. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now then, let's put a big splodge of ink on. You can't probably see that. I'm going to go a little bit higher just so that you can... Ooh, my phone just wobbled. So I'm just squeezing some water into this, and I'm just going to put some little flicks on because I just think it adds a little bit more. And I'm hoping that you can see that. Do you know, there's something really, really satisfying about, and we don't do it enough, especially me, mixing your collections together, having a little look at what you've got and thinking, oh, do you know what? I've got this sentiment. Oh, and that's going to look fabulous with Julie's flower or Philippa's circles or her. Do you know what I mean? And once you start pulling them together, it's really quite exciting with the outcome. Let's just dry that up because I'll have a few blobs on the back of my card. And once they've been on there for a little while, they will have sunk into the card enough for you to blot them off without losing the colour. So that should all be dry enough now for me to pop my black piece of card on. So I'm going to glue that into position. A little bit of glue. And just choose, I'm not doing centre, so just off to the bottom a little bit. Get that in position. And then now I'm putting plenty on that middle bit because why am I doing that, Hazel? Because it's had heat on it and I want that bottom bit to be stuck, but I want curly edges, which is unlike me because I normally like the edges to be stuck down tight. But no, for this occasion, I want them edges to be curly and that middle bit to be nice and flat and stuck. So just give it a minute, make sure that you've got a good bond, and then you can pull in your tags and start to have a little look. I hope I ain't done me rip too much. Might have done. Oh no, H. That rip might be in the wrong place. Never mind. So I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller. So H-A-P-P-Y. Now, I want to try and find the centre and then the outsides and then this one, but I need to make sure that I get even gappage because otherwise I won't be able to sleep tonight. Now you can glue these flat or you can pop them on foam pads. And as I'm saying this, I think I'm going to have to glue mine flat because I don't think I've got any foam pads to hand. They may be packed in one of my little boxes. So I'm going to go with, I'm actually using the camera now to see if I've got it straight. I'm going to stick the middle one first and I'm just going to commit to it. And by, do you know what I could? Okay, so I'm going to change my glue to collal because that will give me time to move them. So I'm just going to stick them all on and then move them in a minute. So long as they're roughly in the right place. Shouldn't matter too much. So if you're sitting there thinking, God, Hazel, they're really wonky, bear with me. I will straighten them up in a minute. Okay, I'm going to stand up to position this. I don't think I'm breathing. Okay, does that look straight to you? No. A good way to check, I like to, is go like that. And then you can see, like I can tell that this one is just slightly out. Okay. Just going to take it out of your view a minute because I need to make sure it's... Yeah, okay, happy. I'm certain I've got some foam pads out. Let's see if I can find some. Come on, foam pads. Jump out and hit me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll cut these in half and then I should have enough. Okay. And if I put that on there diagonally. Right, now, with these, I want to gnarly curl the corners up again, just so that it matches. So just with your finger and thumb, it makes a good idea to do that before you put your foam pad on. And then when I stick this, I can choose. I'm going to go one on the wonk that way. One on the wonk. And then one on the wonk that way. I mean, all of the bits that I've used on this card have been small elements, but it just shows you how you can extend them by mixing your stash up a little bit. And this would look really nice in lots of other different colours. I'm thinking of a nice purpley wilted violet or shaded lilac. Would look nice. And the last one. Happy Christmas. Got one more off this side. Okay, HOPP Y. Right. To finish this off, I'm going to go into my glossy stash and see what we have got. So, I could put, I put hearts on my other one. I think the Stormy, it's got to be these. I like the black hearts. I think it really does. Now, have I got, I'm hoping. One. No, I don't need to count them. Are they straight? Hope so. Oh. I'm so bad with this because I haven't got any nails. If you stick on there, I'm going to be angry with you. And the last one. Oh, don't slide now. Just check. Yeah, they're okay. Give them a look. And then, where was that bluey heart one? Because there is a little, I might just pop a little blue heart in there. And I've done it on the wonk. See, I might have to balance that out now, but I don't know if I've got any more of that colour. Got a big box full, look. You'd think I had. Oh, look. I don't want that heart one on there now. I want a star. That one. Because the starry theme, I could have put stars on there as well, couldn't I? That's it. I think that... Oh, do you know what? Can't forget the inside. We'll pop one there. Julie will tell me off if I only put 2 on. I'm just going to put 1 on at this rate. 2, 3. I don't know where to put it. There. That's it. 3 little stars inside. And then you have got that beautiful... I'm just going to see... I'm just looking at the comments now. Presume you mean the card. Thank you. Right, let's just flip you back round. Whee! Just pop it back. I hope you've enjoyed that. How did I do? Well, that's not too bad. 45 minutes for a little card. A big card. So, yes, thank you for joining us on Julie Hickey Designs. I hope you're enjoying your collection if you've already got it. If you haven't already got it, why not? Go and treat yourself because it's a fabulous collection. And as you can see, it's going to work with lots of things in your stash too. So check out the local stockists, which are all pinned to the top of this page. And yeah, enjoy. And then don't forget to share your makes. So thank you for joining me and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.